Hey guys, so today we're gonna make some little tourtons. This is a specialty from near Gap in Champsaur, exactly. So it's in the Alps. They are little cushions of goodness. So the story about it, they are little cushions. So during the Christmas, they used to make them with potato, leek, a bit of onions, and some local cheese. And they used to call them the little Jesus cushions. It's true, looks like little cushions, and they are delicious. So basically, here I've made two different ones, some with Reblochon cheese and some with Tome de Savoie. So a must try. They look like, I will say they are the French samosa. Let's make it. So let's start to make the pastry. 300 grams of plain flour, 50 grams of butter, which we're gonna melt into the microwave, and 3 eggs. Those 3 eggs here, and 3 spoons of sunflower oil with the butter. Okay, let's melt down the butter. Alright, so let's pour the butter, melted butter with the oil. 3 eggs. And that's it. Let's mix it all through. So the dough has not to be too soft and not too hard. So we will maybe adjust it with water or a bit more flour. Let's see. Let's use the hands now. Okay. So once it's well combined, I think we're gonna work it a little bit. Let's work it a bit more. Yeah, that's perfect. I think it's not too hard, not too soft. It's playable. That's good. Okay. So I make a bowl. And we're gonna let it rest in a bowl. Just like that. Very simple. Alright, so now it's time to do the stuffing. So very easy. The original one, it was only with potato and leek. And then it came to add some cheese and different kind of variety. Then the choice is endless. As soon as you have the base, you can do any kind of flavor you want. So this one, I'm gonna chop some shallots. I'm gonna chop 2. So I've got some boiled potato here in dice, which I'm gonna crush with whatever I want. Also a little bit of leek, only the white. I will use that later. Alright, so in a hot pan, olive oil, the chopped shallots and leek. Okay, start sizzling, so we're gonna stir them until nice and soft. Let's toss it a bit. While those cooking, let's crush our potato. Okay, so the potato in this dish, we're gonna crush them with a fork. Alright, so those are ready now. Let's put them with the potatoes. Okay, let's mix all that up together. I think, see, not too much leek, but a bit more potatoes, because the leek and the shallots are quite strong, so you want a good balance. So not over leaky or over oniony. Okay, this is nice, well mixed. All right, so let's split in two because I'm gonna do two flavor. There. All right, so as cheese, I got some nice Tome de Savoie. It's a bit a hard cheese, but it's and soft at the same time. This Tome de Savoie is delicious. And this one is a Reblochon cheese. So I'm gonna do two different ones. And then you can be so creative, you can do anything. I'm thinking right now to put a little bit of cream just to moist it a bit. But you don't want too much moisture into your little tourton because it might crack when you fry it. Same as a spring roll basically. So we're gonna try to keep it dry but quite soft. Start with this beautiful Tome de Savoie. Let's test it. Delicious. This one we're gonna be able to grate it. Just that's plenty. Up in this part. And I will mix it together now. Yeah, there should be plenty cheese. The other one, the Reblochon. So this one is gonna be a bit more tricky to grate. So I'm gonna chop it very finely. With the skin, it's fine. Okay, let's chop it very finely. Yeah, there's plenty. Over this side. Okay. That's two beautiful mix, right? So now I think I'm gonna mix it with my hands once it's cleaned. All right, so clean hands. I'm gonna mix the cheese together. If I can take it even here on the board, it holds itself like a dough, like a gnocchi. Lovely. Let's not forget the seasoning. Little bit of salt. Let's do the other one too. Not too much salt because of the cheese, obviously. Black pepper. And then again here you can go crazy. You can put fresh herbs, anything you like. That's the beauty of it. Okay, that's lovely. Little tasty test. Yeah, that's perfect. Let's mix the other one with the Reblochon. Lovely. Tasty taste. Yeah, good seasoning, perfect. Okay, next step. So I bought those little stuffing. To be fair, it's a very good consistency. I was thinking to add like some laughing car square or any kind of like soft fresh cheese just to soften it up a bit, but I don't think you will need. I will try this way. Maybe next time I will add something else. Let's roll the pastry. So it has well rested. Up. Let's go. Just keep moving the pastry to make sure it doesn't stick on the bench. So it's the pastry who's moving, not the rolling pin. Rolling pin always facing you, not sideways. If you want to roll sideways, you will have to turn your pastry. So we're gonna do it quite thin. Bit more flour. Oh, I did the rolling pin sideways. Well, okay, for the final touch, you know the pastry doesn't stick, you can just go a little bit like that, just for the final touch. Alright, cool. So I'm gonna need 2, fold it in 2, remove the excess here, make it nice and square. Back in the bowl, we're gonna roll it again in a minute. Okay, so here we have the middle line. Let's kind of draw some squares into it with the back of the knife so it doesn't cut through. This has been swish. Yeah. So we know roughly where to put our balls. So let's start with this one is a reblochon cheese, I think. Yeah, let's start with the reblochon. So we're gonna do a little ball on each square. Same kind of size. So the thickness of the pastry is like 2 millimeter, 2 to 3 millimeter, no more than that. All right, so I have a brush now. Just gonna wet the other side a little bit, not too much. And this, I'll fold it back on top, corner to corner. There we go. All the sides first. And now the middle bit. It's like ravioli. That's it. Make sure it's nice and welded together. Let's not forget this side too. So they're like big ravioli here. And it's time to cut them. If you see sometimes they're reopening, just squeeze the end, yeah, and that's it. So this one will be ready to go frying. All right, so they are here ready. Let's see if the oil is hot enough. Yeah, and let's place them. Not too much oil, just like 3 centimeters of oil, sunflower oil. And then few minutes on each side. So you don't want the oil to be too hot, like around 160, 170 max. The first batch, well, the oil was a bit hot, but it's always the case. Now it's in a gentle heat. And we're gonna just cook them gently so the heat goes through inside to outside. So that's it, guys. Those little Jesus cushions or tourtons, delicious. You can alter all the flavors you want. You can add some spice into the pastry. You can do some sweet one. The choice is endless. Enjoy.